Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Cat Lady Podcast. I'm Andrea, your host, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, C-A-T-T, and it's craft all the things. Welcome any new viewers. Thanks for coming to check me out. And of course, thank you to my faithful returning viewers that keep coming back for the wonky, wacky craziness that is myself. I can be found on Instagram as the Cat Lady, as well as Ravelry. And I have a Facebook group and a Ravelry group, which is the Cat Lady Podcast. And I have a blog, which I keep saying I'm going to keep up to date, but it's kind of back and forth. It's the catlady.blogspot.com. Show notes are typically on Ravelry. If you haven't joined the Ravelry group, please come check us out. That's where we do all the giveaways, and we have an introductions thread and chit chat and just all sorts of stuff and coupon codes. So if you haven't checked that out, please feel free to come check that out. If you haven't liked me on or subscribed on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe on YouTube. I'm the Crafty Cat Lady on YouTube. And yeah, so there's all that. Today is March 16th, day before St. Patrick's Day. March 16th, 2016. It's Wednesday. And yeah, here I am. It's kind of a dreary, rainy day in Michigan today, but we're ready to go. I don't have any notes, so I'm kind of sorry if I'm kind of going to seem like I'm rambling a little bit, because I didn't have time to do my notes this week. So, but I do need to write some notes down. Actually, I'm just going to kind of glance at my last week's notes, because a lot of it's going to be similar. But anyways, yeah, this week we'll do some quickie news. I have a giveaway to draw for. We'll do some knitting. Oh, did I grab those? Oh yes, I have a little bit of weaving to show off. I've just been playing around with the lap loom, so I got a couple of little projects I finished. And some new stash, and some Potiversary prizes. So I've had a couple donations for Potiversary prizes, so that'll be at the end of the month. So I can go over that, which I guess I'll do in the podcast news segment. So let's jump right into podcast news. There's been no introduction, so if you want to come say hi, come check out the Ravelry group and go into the introductions thread and say hi. As far as anything else in the podcast, in the group, not much. I do have a giveaway. Sue from the Two Tangled Skeins and the Tangled Skein CA makes these amazing little Japanese knot bags, and I've had a giveaway going for about a month for winner picks, one of her ready-to-ship bags, sock-size bags. So all you had to do was go in and tell me which bag you liked out of her Etsy shop, and I had 49 entries. So I got my random number generator up and ready to go. I don't know if I can hold it close enough across the table, but we'll try. So we got 2 through 49. $32. So the winner is 32. So let us go back to 32. It's going to be on page 2, which is convenient. 32 is Try Linda. Show you that there. And she liked the watercolors bag. So Try Linda, please send me a message on Ravelry. Let me know that you saw this and that you are the winner. And then I will get you in contact with Sue to pick out a bag. So thank you everyone for joining in the giveaway. If you are super interested in Sue's bag still and want to get something, or her stitch markers or anything, there is a coupon code in the group going until the end of the month. It's the Cat Lady 15. I think it's just Cat Lady 15. Let's see. Cat Lady 15, it's through March 31st for 15% off anything in her shop, $10 minimum purchase. So that's that. So thank you again. Other giveaways. So next giveaway coming up will be the Potiversary. Oh, you know, I gotta talk to somebody. I gotta talk to Jessica of Serno Crafts. She had a pattern she came out with in January, and we mentioned doing a giveaway. So now that that giveaway's over, maybe I'll set up the giveaway for the pattern. So stay tuned for that. Also, I was thinking there's a lot of podcasts giving away the Fish Lips Kiss Heel pattern, because the person who designed that pattern is going through stage 3 cancer. Not good stuff. So, you know, I'd like to maybe donate 5 patterns do the podcasts or give them away, do a giveaway for those. So stay tuned for that as well. I'll have to look into that. I'll start a thread. So I'll try to promote the heck out of that on Instagram and stuff. I've been kind of bad at promoting. Last week's episode kind of just slipped under the radar there. So if you haven't seen last week's episode, I have a special guest, so go check it out. So, on to knitting. Let's see, finished. Last you saw, I had one sock finished. I now have 2 socks finished. So these are on my new sock walkers. So these are the Knit Picks Fleechy in the Madrigal color. This was a impromptu-esque knit along with Storm Coast, Jen, the Uncreative Crafter. So this was, we have deemed this our yarn twinsies knit along. And so she was making this pair of socks out of the Madrigal, March Madrigal. That's what we were calling it, March Madrigal. And so yeah, I just finished mine this weekend. One of them is like a row or 2 bigger, because I think I did the ribbing slightly bigger on one on accident. It wasn't really on purpose. And then yeah, but they match up really nice. Fish lips kiss heel. And for me to maintain the stripes, so you see the stripes don't break at all, up the front is I break the yarn. So I knit until I have 1 row. So basically the stitches on the needle are pink, is where I stopped. So I knit around until I had 1 row of pink on the needle, so you couldn't see any pink, but it was on the needles. Then I did my heel. So I used up pink and some of the purple. And then, so I needed to get back to the pink. So then I just pulled out blue, blue, green, orange. So pretty much left me a mini there until I got back to the pink. And then I continued in the pink. And then one of these I actually ended up with like a slightly larger stripe of pink. Not noticeable, it was like a row bigger. But yeah, I really like how that looks. It just looks seamless in the front. In the back, you know, just looks pretty seamless too. You know, not too bad. So just goes pink, purple there. But that doesn't bother me. Just I really like the continuation of the stripes in the front. And these were knit on size 0 in my, they were the cheapy Premier Yarns needles. For some reason, my gauge on these seems different than it typically does on a 0. I tried measuring out the gauge on some of my older socks, and these ones were 8.5 stitches per inch. And I think I usually get 9. So it was a little looser. I haven't really tried them on yet, but I'll wear them regardless. And a thing about these sock walkers is Jen got the same sock walkers I did, and I didn't block them on here. I washed them and just laid them flat to dry somewhere and then put them on here to kind of show them off. Well, Jen blocked hers on her blockers just to see how it would go, and it stretched out her ribbing. Now, if she washes them again, and I mean, it should be fine. I mean, because it's going to stretch out your ribbing when you put them on your legs, right? So it shouldn't make much of a difference, but you know, it's nice to put on that sock and have it nice and snug to begin with, and then it loosens up throughout the day. But maybe the next pair I'll try. But usually, I'm going to do a lot more ribbing next time too. But this pattern, usually I don't use a pattern, so I kind of forget. This is the Vanilla Cappuccino Socks by Java Pearl. CC's Vanilla Cappuccino Socks by Java Pearl. So this was for winter camp. She was one of the camp feature designers, so I get bonus points for that. I get bonus points for the green, and I get bonus points for the feet. So these were 21-point socks that are now worth 81 points. So it's pretty exciting, especially since I've kind of slowed down on my knitting. So make up my points while I can. Next up, which this is partial stash and finished object. I was just super excited. So I guess I'll go into a quickie little story here. I went to a local yarn store last week that has just opened. It opened like in December. So she had friended me on Ravelry, and I think was just promoting herself, you know, and stuff. So I knew that they were opening, and they're in about 20 minutes away. So I knew I wanted to go check it out at some point, but it just never happened. And then when we did our yarn crawl with when Jen came for the yarn crawl, we were doing the other side of town, so we didn't make it over there. So just a random Wednesday, I said, you know, I'm gonna go. So it was last Wednesday, I think. Pretty sure it was last Wednesday. So the name of the store is Woolly and Company, Woolly and Co. And it's in Birmingham, Michigan. And I went in, and it was decent size, not huge, but not small. Super friendly staff. I believe it was the two owners that were there, and super friendly, super nice. You know, first thing she asked if I wanted any water or coffee or tea, and I took a water, so she gave me a bottle of water. And we just talked about all the different stuff she had, and you know, we just chit-chatted, and they were working, one of the ladies was working on a project, fixing a sweater at the counter, and so yeah, they were very nice, very chatty, and I had a good time. I could have stayed there and chatted all day. Well, right before I left, I wanted to buy something, but I didn't want to buy something, but then I saw this, and I had to buy it. So I bought a gradient kit. I am like a sucker for these gradients. So I'll show it off now. I'll show a picture of what it looked like before, because it's gone already. But it's Wonderland Yarns. The March Hare is the name of. Yeah, it was hand dyed by Frabjust Fibers. Frabjust Fibers, something like that. But then it's called Wonderland Yarn, so I don't know if that's the series. And then this was the March Hare, and the colorway is Down the Rabbit Hole. So obviously it was an Alice in Wonderland themed. So I don't know if that's their gradient that they call March Hare or Wonderland Yarns or what. But if you look it up on Ravelry, you gotta search for Frabjust Fibers. So it's in my stash, and that's what it's under. But it was a teal gradient, so that's all that's left. And when I was looking at them, she pulled out. I said, "Oh, do you have a sample of those, of what this looks like?" And so she pulled out a pair of fingerless mitts that she had knit a sample out of. And I said, "Oh, that's pretty. You know, what pattern is that?" And she pulled out the pattern. So it's a pattern that they wrote at the store. Very, very simple pattern for these fingerless mitts, gauntlets more like. So I got the pattern for free for purchasing the kit. So here is the Audrey mitts, gauntlets, gloves, whatever. So yeah, look at how cool these are. And these blocked out stunningly, because like originally they weren't as long, which was fine. I was still fine with it, but as soon as I blocked them, they opened up a bit. And I added in a few extra rows because I got longer arms, but so here's these. So the Audrey mitts in the gradient. So yeah, it's kind of hard to, you guys see, it's just straight garter, and then there's a nice little eyelet row every time you color change. So, and then you can kind of wear them as all the way up your elbows, or you can kind of scrunch them down, is what she kind of was showing me. So yeah, these are perfect. It's perfect for now. It's spring, you know, it's starting to get nice out, but it's not super nice, so it's nice to have, you know, can have my arms covered if I want, and still wear short sleeve shirt. And I couldn't pass up this color, because there was I had a black and white one, because, you know, I do like the black and white gradients, but I love color too. So there was a green one, which, yeah, it was okay. And then this one. And then there was a purple one, which I buy a lot of purple, so I figured I'd better do something a little different. So here they are. So this is my second finished object this week. But then when I left and I purchased it, I got this nice little reusable tote. So this is a nice little knitting bag, kind of. You know, it's just one of those little plastic totes, and it had a little tissue paper in it, and it was super pretty, so I put a picture of it on my stash. So yeah, it was a very, very pleasant experience. Do I have the... I don't. So I'm looking forward to going back again. Man, I'll have to wear my mitts and show off my mitts that I made, because, yeah, I was pretty excited to get those done. I finished those yesterday or the day before. I think maybe finished on Monday. So, anyways, other knitting news. So I got a work in progress. Oh no! Okay, before that, I got my blanket. Boy, I've been kicking butt on my blanket all of a sudden, so it's picked up steam. It's now kind of my travel project, so when I go to karate and stuff. So, I got, last time you saw, last square I left off on was I was almost done with this brown one. So this is, I think this is a hand-dyed brown, and this is from my friend Ramona. So I gotta ask her what hers are. I think I know most of them, but there's a few of them that are unknown that might be hand-dyed. But it may not be, I don't know. So, next one is, oh, and I didn't write them down. I'll have to try to remember. So this was Mustache? Oh, I'm not gonna remember. But this was Dark Side of the Moon. I want to say it was Mustache Yarns, but I don't remember now. It's on my phone, so I can't look. And this one was another unknown that might be hand-dyed, just a burgundy turtle pearl in the dream color. And these are all from Ramona. Oh, but I do have a list for the next set. So the ones from Ramona I've written down on my phone. But so the next ones. So yeah, look how many I got done. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm on my 10th, so pretty cool. So next one is, okay, pull up my list here. These next 6 are all from, next 5. These next 5 are all from Jessica from the Sarah Nova Crafts podcast. So this is the Madeline Tosh sock in Gilded. And then we have Ella Ray Lace Merino in 102. It's kind of a pastel, it almost looks like the unicorn poop. It's kind of a pastel rainbow. No gray in it though. Then we have 100 Ravens, Iachos. I think that's the base. In Mermaid's Tail. So 100 Ravens is the company. And I know that's a friend of hers, an indie dyer friend. So, and then this is Alina Shea Creations, Silver Moon in Denim and Dandelions. That's a cool colorway. It's like the light blue and the yellow. And then this one's a little crunched because, yeah. Take this off. I literally just picked up the stitches for the next color, and that's as far as I got. So this one is, it's kind of a pink, purple, white. Lana Grossa Melon White 100 Marmy in 7005. So yeah, that's an interesting colorway. And then the next one I just cast on is this, it's a purple, yellow, light blue, and this is, and I'll tell you what it is again. Yellow, white, purple, blue. 100 Ravens, Iachos in Starry Night. So I'm excited to see that one knit up. So that's what I'm on next. And I think we're going to karate today, so I'll be working on that today. But I think I finished 3 of them. No, I did 2 on Monday. I might have done 2 or 3 yesterday. So yeah, I'm picking up steam on that, which is cool, because I got a lot of minis to go through, so. That's in my You Sew and Sew bag, which she's got a new website that she launched not too long ago, so check that out. It's yousewandsew.com. So instead of the Etsy deal, I am guessing she's gonna probably shy away from Etsy eventually. I don't know if she has already or not, but it's so much nicer just to go to the website. And works in progress. Okay, so I cast on yesterday, so I've been dying to cast this on. This is my hand-dyed Storm Coast color that I made for me and for Jen, who is also Storm Coast is her username. But this was done with Kim from Chasing Acorns. She invited me over to her house to play around with the dyes. So it's kind of a beigey with blue and greenish colors in it. I thought maybe it would look good for an Across the Pond by Nina. So where's the... There it is. So here's the shawl. So it's a nice weird kind of speckly colored top with a solid bottom. So that's kind of what I thought maybe this would look good in. So I just did 1 repeat. So it's like, yeah, it's hard to tell still. So I'll do a couple repeats relatively easy pattern to understand, but it's a large repeat, so you gotta kind of pay attention. So yeah, it's too hard to really see anything, but I'm thinking a solid kind of a white creamy border is going to be fine, but I want to knit a couple repeats and see what color pops the most and what would maybe look good. And see if this even translates well in this yarn. So that's where we're at with that. So I just cast that on yesterday. And I'll try to get another repeat done today. And that's it for knitting. My sweater, I feel like I just don't want to do it for camp. And I don't know why that is. Because I do want to get it done. I'm still a little upset about the sizing factor, but I think once I get it done, it's going to be fine. But for some reason, I just don't want to touch it for camp. So I might just wait till camp's over. So if I'll work on this shawl, I'm working on my blanket. I don't want to cast on another pair of socks at this point, really, because I kind of want to stick with the one a month. I mean, I could. It's only half the month's over. So maybe I won't. Maybe I'll cast on another pair of socks. I got some socks for my husband. I got some worsted weight yarn socks that I want to do. So I got a lot of options. But I was thinking, I don't know if I mentioned this already before, I might have, that I was going to put all my sock yarn in a jar and draw like a sock of the month kind of thing, but haven't done that yet. And Jenna and I have decided, I think, to do our matchy-matchy yarn twinsies. Arnie and Carlos designer yarn, whatever, the Regia. In April? No, maybe June? I don't know, maybe... I don't remember. No, it wasn't April. That's next month. Maybe June. Maybe it was June. So I gotta make sure to pull that one out and save that for her. And yeah, so that was it for knitting. So let's just kind of pop into weaving. So I've been playing with the lap loom, and it does... Oh, I didn't grab the one thing. Okay, I gotta grab the one thing because it's kind of important. So be right back. Alright, so I'm back. So surprisingly enough, for the size of the loom, which is, you know, a foot and a half by a foot and a half, it's a square. This is the largest thing you can get off of it. So it's almost like a little placemat, like for, you know, you put a candle on there or something. It's just more decorative, but it's really, you know, for the size of the loom, this is the biggest you can get. This is the whole width. So, because it shrinks in a bit. And then you can only go so high up before it gets too tight for you to put in your little shed, whatever the thing is that lifts up the strings, and be able to slide your shuttle, I think is what holds the thread, through there. Sorry, I ran up and down the stairs. So this is it, which is kind of funny. Which I love how this turned out. This was all using just the warp threads were a Bernat cotton, the Handicrafter cotton, and the weft was 2 colors of Lillian Cream. So we have the kind of the red, green, brown was a colorway, and then the blue that kind of transitions to the green down at the bottom was a different colorway. So I really like how it turned out. I thought it was kind of pretty. So just a little mat. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I might give it to Emily for a little Beanie Boo blanket, because I don't really have any place to put it, like to display it, and I don't use candles or anything, so. But I thought, okay, well, ideally something practical, which my husband drives him nuts, but I like them, was coasters. So, you know, I just charted out the size I needed, and so I made a couple little coasters. So we got a pink one. This one turned out a little funky, like the tension's not even, but it's, again, it's the Handicrafter cotton for the warp, and just a pink Lillian Cream for the weft. And yeah, that was it. And then so this one I thought, okay, well, I'm going to start to get a little more creative. So I did alternating colors, so it's a yellow and a green, both Lillian Cream. So I did kind of, it's like kind of a little weave pattern. So we got, I just alternated, I did 2, this way. Nope, this way. Okay, I did 4 green, 4 yellow, 4 green, 4 yellow, 4 green, 4 yellow. And then across I did 3 yellow, 3 green, 3 yellow, 3 green. Next time I should do 4 because it kind of ended up a little weird on the sides. But yeah, I like how that turned out. So I want to do more of these, but I'm kind of getting back into camp mode again because Team Leopard is in the lead, but not by much, because Snowy Owl is creeping up behind. So I need to get back to it. So maybe I should do my sweater, but it's not that worth that much points. That's the thing. For all the work that is involved in that sweater, it is not worth that many points. It's worth like, let's see, it was like 50 points maybe, when my socks, like I just said, with bonus points are worth 80. So, and it's been like, I started in January. It's like, I almost feel like it's not worth it to even worry about it right now, and then just not feel pressured, because that's the thing. Once I start working, I'm going to feel pressured to get it done. So maybe if I work on other things that I know I'll get done by the end of the month that can generate some more points. The arm knit cowls got me a decent amount of points for based on the amount of time it took. It was like 20 points or something, or what was it? It was 184 grams. And it's maybe it wasn't worth it. I don't know. I feel like it was like 14 points. I don't know. It was something that was like, okay, socks are worth 21, the cowls were 14, it took me an hour and a half to do. So, like, as far as, like, I could whip out 4 or 5 of them and get a bunch of points, but I don't know. I don't need 4 or 5 of them, so there's that, too. So that was weaving. So I'm hoping to tool around with that some more, too. Next week I'm getting a haircut, because this stuff has got to go, and I'm cutting it. It's cutting. So, let's see. That's it for the crafting stuff. Oh, I forgot to talk about Potiversary stuff, so we'll talk about it with stash. So, out onto stash, we saw this, my gradients, so that was one. And, yeah, I guess this kind of goes into Potiversary. I had to go to the dollar store to get some Easter stuff for a party that we're doing, and I came across T-pins for $1. Now I don't know if these are good. I'm hoping that they don't say anything about stainless steel. So if anyone knows how to test to see if this is gonna, like, do I just stick it in a thing of water and see what happens first? Because I really don't want to screw up my projects. But it was like 100 pins for $1. So I thought, okay, well, if these are legitimate, then I don't know if I can look that up. So I got 2 packs of those for blocking. If you know anything about dollar store T-pins, or if there's a way to tell if they're going to rust on my work, maybe I'll just stick one in a pot of water and see what happens. So that was that. And then that was it for me. Other non-knitting related stash. So my husband and I came home one day and he got me flowers. So I'll put a picture of the flowers in. And then I got another BB-8 because, I need more BB-8s. And this one's made to sit kind of crooked. It's really weird. It's kind of weighted, like, on its side. And it's supposed to just be, it was called something weird. It was called, like, what was it? It was like deformed figures or something. It was really strange. But you can kind of push the beams around in the bottom and make them sit up straight. So I'd rather him sit up straight. So another BB-8. Because can't have enough BB-8s. Then I got an amazing package in the mail from a viewer, and I forgot to. I'm pretty sure I can mention her name because she wrote it on the tag for the giveaway. So this was from. I'm just gonna. I'll wait. I'll mention it next week if after I confirm I can say her name. But anyways, I got a lovely package from a viewer who gave a present for me and a present for the. Potiversary. So, dig everything out here. So, first, and she crammed everything so tightly in this one small package, I couldn't get back in the same way. So, first thing is she had some beautiful yarn, and this was for me. She cannot use wool, which I always think is really sad because there's just so much good wool out there. So this was Yarn Bee Melody Bulky in the Fairy Tale colorway, and it is a wool acrylic blend. 70% wool, 30% acrylic. So bulky. It's super pretty. Some pretty purples and greens and white. So I'm going to find a project for that because that's super pretty. This could make a cowl, but I think it needs to be something else. So 2 skeins of that. Then, pulled out this, which is awesome. Little Star Wars lunchbox. And it's not an empty Star Wars lunchbox. No, it's a heavy Star Wars lunchbox. So we open it up, and it is stuffed to the brim. The little note says hello. Some pretty butterfly cards. And a little post-it notepad with flowers on it. Some tea. We got green tea, blueberry slim life, vanilla spice, perfect energy, and honey lavender stress relief. So the Yogi teas. And then cute little owl. He's gonna have to go sit with Dr. Hoot. Doctor Who, whatever I called him. And then vanilla hand wipes. So I've never seen vanilla scented hand wipes. So that's interesting. And then the whole box smells like mints. Little mini Altoids. Cute little tin too. Then we got some little stitch markers. It looks like we got a fleur-de-lis and then just some kind of rubbery stitch markers. So those are kind of cool. I don't know if you can see those. It's hard when I'm so far away. There's those. And then a little fat quarter bundle. I need to get back to sewing. But these are super pretty. We got some little birds and flowers in purple and little roses. Some purple green plaid. So some bags need to be made out of these for sure. Bags are DPN holders, so that's super sweet. And some pink flower note cards. And these note cards are definitely come in handy because when I send out packages and stuff, I like to typically include a note. So let's see if I can get them back in here because again, she's like the master of packing things. So this was my present, but wait, there's more. I'll leave Mr. Owl out. My husband was jealous. I got the little gift box. So, and then I got some Star Wars pencils. I'll sharpen those up. And then, for you, or whoever, however this giveaway is going to work, got another pack of Star Wars pencils. These are the bad guy pencils. This is kind of the bad guy box. So we got Darth Vader and the Stormtroopers and Boba Fett. And inside yours is similar things. Some note cards. Note cards and post-it notes. And instead of the fabric, we got some Elegance in the smoky plum color. It's 100% acrylic. It's really soft. And this is the loops and thread. So this is a fingering weight. It says light 3, looks fingering. I don't know what's 3, it's 3 sport. Whatever it is, but there's 2 of those. So that'd be nice. So you could probably make some acrylic socks. I don't know how those would hold up. Or a nice hat or something, nice fingering hat. These are 50-gram balls, I'm assuming. Let's see. Yep, 2 50-gram balls. So you could probably make a sock head hat or something too. Some tea. Berry hand wipes. So berry hand wipes. Some Altoids. And then your own little owl. This is a nice pink, white, and green one. Little green eyes. So, cute little buddy. So again, now I got to try to get it back in the box here. So this will all go to one lucky winner. And she has her name of who she is on here, but again, I didn't want to say anything until I'll mention it next week. So, and it says, enjoy the little things. So So super, super duper nice. Very nice, generous donation. In other Podiversary stuff, I got, and I'm pretty sure I showed this one off. So this is the red umbrella yarns. Oh, and the gorgeous Yo-Yo Flamingo. Still, I love it. So this is a 100 gram superwash merino, 438 yards. So whoever gets this has got to show me what they make with it because I want to see. So that's one. And then another one is, I won this and it's not my colors. It's really not. It's cool. It's fun. I don't know. Just figured, you know, I'd rather give it away to someone who might be more apt to use it because I have a feeling this is one of those things that's going to sit on my shelf forever. So this is from Fiber Addict Designs. It's called Intense Iris. It's using the Knit Pick Stroll as its base. 100 grams, 460 yards, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. So it's a neon yellow and purple. And I've never used Stroll, but I've heard good things about it. So if you like Knit Pick Stroll, and here's a custom color for you. So there's that. And then I thought maybe, so I'm going to give away a bag. Oh, that was it too. So if you recall, I don't have the other one. I got this lovely CATT coloring book from Michael, who is the Gay Knitter podcast. Well, I ended up seeing one at the store a while later, and I'm like, that would be fun to do for a giveaway. So since I got one, I now have one to give away. So this is the Creative Cats coloring book, because these are kind of the cool thing, and what better than the cat lady to give away a Creative Cat book. But I started one on mine. Not very much. I got I literally started on the title page and got like a small portion done. So I meant to bring it and show that too. But so that's that. So far I have the Star Wars box. I got the coloring book, 2 yarns, and I don't know if I was going to give away any of the bags that I have already ready or if I was going to make something else. You know what? This is what I'm doing. Yep. And, well, okay. Tentatively, since it's March and it's St. Patrick's, I'm going to give away the Hello Kitty rainbow bag. Now, if I draw you for a winner and it's just really something that's just not you, then we can work on something else. But I love this bag. I have one of these bags, and I like this one even more because it's got the rainbow ribbons pull. So, but I know Hello Kitty and rainbows may not scream to everyone. Green interior, but I don't know, it's fun. So we're gonna keep that. We're gonna do that as the giveaway. And maybe I'll give away 2 bags. I don't know. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay, that's the tip. And if I can find it, lastly. And I'll have to do a post and post pictures of everything. Let's see, are they in here? This is kind of my bag of things that are going off to people and things that I could potentially give away or sell. So, back in, I don't know, the summer, whenever it was, I did my 100 member giveaway. And the lovely Sue from the Tangled Skein CA had donated a gorgeous pair of stitch markers for this giveaway. And I forgot to send them to the winner. And I found them when I was going through my box. And so I emailed her and I said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot to send these to you. She's like, you know what? That's okay. Just, I was really looking forward to the bag, and I think there was yarn in there. Yeah, it was a bag in the yarn. She's like, if you want to use them for another giveaway or whatever, that's totally cool. So we will do a giveaway again for the Tangled Skein CA stitch markers, and these are a set of 10 snagless stitch markers, and they are kind of a blue purple. You're not going to be able to see it. Again, I'll post pictures of everything. So the Tangled Skein CA, who is Sue. So these will be another giveaway. Now, yeah, I haven't figured out completely what I'm doing yet, so it's like I got the bag, the 2 yarns, the markers, the box. I don't know if I want to separate maybe a kit, so like markers, bag, yarn, then another yarn. I got some time to think about, oh, and the book. And maybe if I found a deal on some colored pencils or something, pick those up, I don't know. So that's what I got. I'm pretty happy with that. So Podiversary, stay tuned for that. That was a long tangent on stash. And that was all my, oh, no, wait, there's more. Not for Podiversary, but there's more stash. So this weekend, we went to the mall, and we went to the Disney store, and we had a birthday party to go to, so we had to pick up a present, so we went to the Disney store. And my husband mistakenly pointed out that, oh, you can pre-order the Star Wars DVD and get some lithographs. I'm like, oh, let me see. Well, he had already pre-ordered it on Amazon. But we get to the Disney store, and we see that you can get lithographs for, you know, it was like $5 more to pre-order than on Amazon. But you got these lithographs. So I'm like, oh, okay, we're doing it. So we canceled the pre-order on Amazon. We pre-ordered at the Disney store, and I got my Disney lithographs. So I love the folder, of course. And the back is really cool, too. So they give you lithographs right away, and you can come back and pick up the movie. So I got a set of lithographs that I'll probably frame, and I'm thinking of hanging in our new guest room, which was the library, but there's a nice empty wall that you can hang things on. But there's my favorite, of course, and it's the best quality. Some of them look like they're kind of just screenshots, so they're a little fuzzy, but I'm not trying to be too picky. So there's this one. We got Han Solo and Chewbacca. And then we got some TIE Fighters in the Sunset. Or Moonset, whatever. And then Kylo Ren. So we got those. So on April whatever 7th, I think it is, I'll have to go back up to the mall and get the DVD. That's our weather radio. I'm gonna have to turn that off. Okay, severe thunderstorm coming my way, so let's wrap this up. Not that. It's the sun's out. So it's gonna come and go pretty quick. So that was my Disney store. You got the BBAs, blah 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 blah, everything. So yeah, that's all I got. So we can review. So I recorded on Monday. Not much going on during the week. Oh, I've been struggling so much with the kickboxing and the working out and eating healthy until yesterday. Yesterday was the turning point. It's the day that I guess I've been waiting to happen for a long time, where it's finally like, okay, this has got to stop and we got to really kick it into gear. So long story short, the way the kickboxing class goes is if you follow the spreadsheet that he handed out and you get so many points and like track what you drink and whatever, and you do all these guidelines, if you get so many points at the end of the session, you can get your money back. Or at least a portion. I think you get all your money back. So it's now we're in week 5 out of 8. So 5, we're in week 6 out of 8, 6, 7, 8, okay, 3 weeks left. And I'm way behind. But I'm not out of the game. I'm not behind enough that I can't catch up. And originally back week 4, I'm just like, screw it, I give up, just keep my money, because I'm going to the classes. I've gone an average of twice a week. I don't think I've made it 3 times a week at all. Just one thing or another is coming up or whatever. So, and I've already missed once this week, so I'm not doing well there. But I've been eating like crap. I haven't been doing my end of the bargain at home. You know, I've been going to the class and kicking butt, but once I get home, I'm eating cookies and drinking beer and not working out at home or anything. So, Monday, alright, so as far as the weekend went, we didn't do much. We went to the mall, we went to a birthday party, blah, blah, blah. So, Monday, daylight savings time, first day, of course, was Sunday. So Sunday. So Sunday the kids woke up at like 5:50. new time, so it would like be 4:50. Sorry, I keep looking to see if the storm's coming. It's getting dark again. So 4:50 old time. Like, I'm like, what is this? This is ridiculous. And they went to bed late, as it was, like a little bit. So Jim gets up with them. I put in earplugs because I'm like, I'm going back to sleep. There's just no way I'm going back to sleep. So I ended up sleeping for until 8, maybe. So that would have been like, or 8:30, I think. So it was like 7:30 old time. So that was okay. That was, you know, better than nothing. And then we ended up going to the mall, and then we did the Disney store and blah, blah, blah. And then Jim took a nap, and I just kind of relaxed and listened to the rest of my audiobooks. I'll go into my audiobooks in a minute. And then, uh-oh. Lights are flickering. So, nap. Okay, so Jim took a nap. I was listening to my audiobook, blah, blah. Then we went to the party, blah, blah. And so then Monday was miserable. We went to bed at normal time, so 10 o'clock. So it was like 9 o'clock. And the kids, I had to rouse them out of bed. Like, my alarm woke me up Monday morning, which rarely happens. It's kind of like hit or miss when my alarm wakes me up. Usually I'm up about, you know, half an hour before. And usually the kids are up too. Well, I have to wake them up. So, of course, Monday morning was like mad rush because it's like I set my alarm for 7 and we need to be out of the house by 7:40, 7:45. Well, when they're up and like Emily gets up and gets dressed, it's fine. But when they're not up and I have to like get them up and then they're like, I don't want to get up and then we gotta get dressed and blah blah blah, it ends up we're end up a little more pressed for time. Should I wake up earlier? Probably, but I'm not gonna. So that Sunday night, I've been searching Craigslist for a punching bag similar to what we use in kickboxing. I've been searching for years, the last year and a half or so. And I had one in my hands practically last summer. I said, okay, when can I come and look at it? And then he calls me back and said, it's sold. I'm like, really? I was going to come look at it. And I would have bought it. So I was like, I want to see it, make sure it's legit. But so I was really bummed out. But so I started my search again the last week or two. And there was a couple that posted like on the west side of the state. So a couple hours away. And I'm like, eh. Finally, one popped up and it was like in the neighboring city. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta jump on this. So it was a Sunday night, and I emailed the guy, and he emailed me the next morning. I said, when can I come? And he's like, 7 o'clock. I'm like, okay, 7 o'clock. So originally I was gonna go by myself, and then I'm like, I don't really like going to somebody's house by myself for a Craigslist ad. So I convinced my husband, I'm like, let's go out to dinner, and then we'll go out and look at it. And he's like, okay. Well, by the time we left the house and got to the house, it was like 6:30. Like, okay, well, let's just go to the thing first. We don't have time to stop for dinner. So yeah, we got there literally like 6:50 something. So it was like right on time. Took a look at it. I even talked him down the price a little bit, even though he had somebody coming to look at it later. But the guy supposedly wasn't coming until like 10 o'clock. Like, he's like, you're the first one here, you can have it. So I got a punching bag. I'll put in a picture of what I set it up today. It still needs water in the base to weight it down, but I kind of cleaned out it's going in the garage right now. So I cleaned out the garage a bit and have it set up. So I'll put in the picture. So that kind of really sparked something, like, because I'm excited to work out at home, and I really like the kickboxing, and I don't like going to kickboxing at 8 o'clock at night 3 times a week, because I feel like I never see my husband, because then I come home, I shower, and I go to bed, because we don't stay up late. We're in bed by like 10, and the drive time between there, the class is an hour, sometimes it starts late, so sometimes I don't get out of there until 9:10, so I'm not home until 9:30, or later, So yeah, so I got my own, and it's practically new. I mean, the thing is practically new. He said his wife used it like a handful of times and just didn't use it regularly. So, and I figure if that happens to me, which hopefully it won't, then I could probably sell it too. But I'm very excited about it. So as of yesterday, I started calorie counting again. I logged back into MyFitnessPal, and here we go. So I'm already down. I'm almost down a pound from yesterday already, and that's just from a day of eating better, because of course Monday, then after we got the punching bag, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I got wings, and I got a beer, and all this stuff, and I'm like, this is the last hurrah, fried pickles. So that was officially the last hurrah, and that doesn't mean I can't go out, because I went out yesterday and met up with my friend that I hadn't seen in a while, and we went to California Pizza Kitchen, and I got half a salad and a beer and a couple slices of bread, like their little appetizer bread that they give you for free. And I was perfectly content, and it fit into my calories, and it was fine. So as long as I track what I eat, I made a bunch of make-ahead breakfast sandwiches for us, some whole wheat English muffins. I fried up some eggs and fried up some turkey bacon, and I assembled them and put them in the freezer. So I had one this morning, Jim had one this morning, so it's, you know, easy, good breakfast. And then I had some leftovers for lunch, and I got hamburgers for dinner. So, and my hamburgers I've been making now half turkey, oh, here it comes. Half ground turkey and half hamburger. So they're a little healthier. So I got kickboxing tonight, and yeah, now I'm starting to really get in it now. So got my bag set up in the garage so I can start my off days, do a little routine. And I don't have to do an hour. I just got to at least do like maybe 30 minutes. So what we do in the class is we do a circuit of 12 things. Half of it's the bag work, and the other half is like sit-ups, push-ups, weights, and you know, planks, you know, that kind of stuff. So, but we do a whole circuit of that, and then we take a break and we do a whole circuit again. And there's a couple breaks in the middle too. But I can do one circuit. You know, that's fine on my off days, or when kickboxing stops. If I'm doing it every day, I can probably just go through one circuit every day, and if I want to do more, I can do a little more. So, so yeah, hopefully my exercise is gonna kick it up, and I kind of want to get my money back now that I bought the punching bag. If I get my money back, it's gonna offset the punching bag. So I have like a extra little goal there. So yeah, so we're back at it. So hopefully this is for good. So the weather's starting to change. I think that's helping. The sun's been out a little more, even though it's not raining a ton. But the weather's warmer. I'm wearing a skirt today. I got a short sleeve shirt on. You know, it's like, that helps. It helps kind of boost morale. I'm going to get a haircut, and that always helps me feel better. And I'm going to get it cut short, so that'll help. So I think I'm kind of emerging from the winter blahs, so that's a good thing. As far as knitting goes, I need to work on my shawl and maybe cast on another pair of socks. And I want to keep working on my blanket. I'm enjoying the blanket. And then I want to do a little more weaving, and I got to get back to my sewing machine and my spinning. So there's a lot of things that I'm itching to get to. So just gotta get through March. I'll still kind of keep the main focus on knitting, but maybe squeeze in a little weaving. I don't know if I'll get onto the sewing. I still have bags laid out, pinned to sew. So if I clean off my desk, I can get a couple of those out. So still up in the air with the whole Etsy thing. I don't know. I kind of go back and forth a lot, so still thinking about that. But I've rambled far too long. Not much. So hope everyone has a wonderful week. I hope you get to craft all the things, and I will see you next time.